door, so the sound will be better. But I got your core links. I haven't read it all. I was just reading it as you called. Something about you think you might have got the wrong email for Gavin.
Yeah, I'm surprised you got that already. I got the letter from the mental hospital.
Oh, what's okay? What's it say?
It says that he was an intern there for about a year and a half, way back in the '60s.
That
he testified he was a psychiatrist.
Well, that's
with a master's degree.
Yeah. Okay. So,
but
yeah.
The fact that he worked there, it's a lie, but it's not a very strong one. So what we're going to have to do is do another FOIA, and she could make this real easy if she would just tell us if he was fired or not. Because if he was fired for some nefarious reason, that would be good enough to get me back into court right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she's going to be friendly. You could try one more time and tell her, look, we're trying to help a prisoner. This guy lied, you know.
Yeah.
But,
she was very aloof last time I talked to her. I'm not at the house now. I can try to call her back. But I could tell that she just wanted to be distanced from the whole thing, and she wanted to do whatever her obligation was, but she wasn't going to go the extra mile. But I can try. I can, I'll it'll be on her conscience.
You could try. You could tell her the truth that he came and said he was a psychiatrist, and that here's what the guy wants to do on the FOIA. He said he left there with a high recommendation, with a letter of referral.
Yeah. And
then he went to California. Well, did he have a high record of referral? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
In other words, if he had to leave in a hurry because there was a problem, everywhere he goes, there's usually a murder or a rape. I mean, that's the truth.
Yeah.
I'm not just trying to name call.
I understand.
But he really is no good.
No, you don't have to convince me, man. I understand. You think this? I
thought I'd share that with you.
No, I appreciate you keeping me updated. Do you think this ambassador thing's going to be able to work out any good deals, or?
I think that Dennis is real, and I think the ambassador's real, and I think in a couple of weeks he might call Trump for us. But again, I was trying to use all my stuff to help the movement for prisoners. The media won't expose what's going on, and they just go in and arresting people at will that aren't guilty of anything. And this needs to be, we need to bring this to light,
Yeah.
And they're not helping you. Nobody's making it easy for you.
No.
The media is definitely the enemy.
Yeah, no doubt about that. No doubt about it.
But look, my inventions were given to me. God gave them to me. They're mine, and they're really God's. But the way I look at it is, it's my duty to give it to mankind. If I'm going to die here, I got to give my inventions to the world. I'm going to give this to anybody and everybody that wants it. If I can't get out of here.
Yeah.
That's just what I got to do, I'm trying to move forward smart so that we can use it. If we can use it politically to help what we're trying to do. But if it's not going to be usable for that, then I don't care who gets it, and I don't care what they do with it. It's not my problem, If I invent the hammer, yeah, you can build a house with the hammer, but you can also beat people over the head with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not my place. All I know is it's not going to stay in the dark any longer. It's got to be given forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. You can go get one too. I was watching a video last night about the John Searle effect generator. And
John Searle?
Yeah, he has a Searle effect generator.
Yeah, I told you about it.
Yeah, you told me, and that's why I looked it up. And it was quite interesting. They say that he's got all kinds of, I would like. He said they claim it will lift off the ground and be anti-gravity.
Yeah, I've seen it work. It works, and he's very old. He won't be with us much longer. He's in his 90s, and he went to prison. They put him in prison already one time in England. But
wow.
For what?
What did they put him in prison for?
They said he was stealing power. Now you have to understand, from an expert point of view on this thing, his device is a DC device. It only makes DC. And it really won't feed the grid unless you convert the DC into synchronized AC. But
this call is from a federal prison.
We have this Gulf, which is not an anti-gravity device, but it makes AC that feeds the grid. It's in synchronization already. So I don't think he has the best mousetrap for, for feeding the grid, but I do think it will make electricity. But I just don't think it's a very good. It's not really a very good electricity maker. I'll say it that way.
Yeah. Let me just share. Yeah, go ahead and finish your thought.
Well, I was going to tell you one thing about it is, in his device he has a ring. It's kind of like the lip of a tube in the center. It's a ring, but this ring is all north, and it never dawned on him that that Nikola Tesla already invented a thing called the unipole field. That's where all the field is the same on one side. Like you can glue a bunch of magnets together on a wall, all aimed north out, and that would be like a big unipole north field. What he really has in the center of his device is a unipole racetrack, kind of like a racetrack. It's a round circular, the end of a tube. But he doesn't acknowledge the fact that it's a unipole field. See, I recognized the minute I saw his device, and he showed it to me, I recognized that he has a unipole field. And if you look at the pictures I mailed you, I actually put a bunch of magnets together to make a circle like a racetrack in the center. And then I also put the magnets together that would rotate a circle like a racetrack of magnets.
Yeah.
That's why. But he actually got his device to pick up a lot of weight, and he was showing 2 square inches would pick up about 400 pounds of dead weight, which is about the equivalent of a magnet picking up steel. So anyway, I think he's on the right track. I think he needs to be commended for what he's done. But it needs to be taken to the next step. And my question to you is, why isn't NASA over there looking at it? Why is nobody analyzing what he's doing? It's really quite good.
Yeah, I have no respect whatsoever for any government agency, including NASA. I think NASA, it means never a straight answer. I don't have any respect for anything NASA's ever done. Let me share this.
I've studied. I studied ozone and ozone concepts, and I knew when NASA was lying. I knew it.
Yeah. They
came out and said that there's a hole in the ozone, and they said that the ozone was real thin over the North Pole, and all this is caused by fluorocarbons. Well, I'm Mr. Ozone. I'm an expert on ozone. Do you know that ozone is a gas that's heavier than air, and it falls from the sky every day? The sunlight makes it at 100 or 260 nanometers. Makes ozone. Did you know that freon is heavier than air? It's atomically, it's propane that has been chlorinated. That's how you make freon. And so the freon is heavier than air. It crawls along the ground. The ozone's heavier than air, and it crawls along the ground. And NASA's trying to tell us that ozone falls up.
Huh. Well, there you go. That's interesting. I had no idea. Well, let me plant this idea in your head. So you've got incredible inventions. We've talked about many of them. At some point, I would like for me and you to list your incredible ideas. The platinum in the ground in Nevada, the turning gold powder to yellow gold and turning it back to white powder, the Galt motor, the Hinkson coil, the Hinkson transformer, the copper water. I mean, we need to make a list, right? I need a list of all your incredible ideas and inventions. But also, let me share this idea with you. Since last night and this morning, my phone nonstop rings from our Christian brothers and sisters, many of whom who have been shot at. Their families have been murdered. They've been incarcerated for 20-plus years. I mean, my life is nothing but nonstop prisoner phone calls of unjustly incarcerated people, and it's consumed all day long. I mean, just this morning we got like 6 phone calls from 6 different people who are unjustly incarcerated. What I'm trying to say, David, is your inventions are right up my alley. I mean, I have a lot of time except for these prisoners. If I wasn't consumed with like fighting for justice for these people, I would be listening to you and talking to you and looking at your drawings, and I would be in the garage, and I would be like trying to get the parts necessary to build everything you're talking about. But I cannot abandon my post with
I got that.
Yeah.
Guy's doing that for us. And
Okay.
My point is, I want to use all this to help you, what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And any way you can figure out to use it to spread the word, because I have the poster child case of bad. I mean, really. I mean, I wasn't even in Idaho, and this guy's in a coma in the VA hospital.
No, let me just plant this. Let me plant this idea. I know from your perspective, your case is really bad, and it is. I mean, the guy wore a fake purple heart on the witness stand as he testified against you. But I'm here to tell you, brother, that there are just as bad, if not worse, examples of people spending 34 years in prison, 22 years in prison, that are completely innocent and completely railroaded. I know that from your perspective, it's like you got the poster child, but I'm here to tell you, there's lots of posters, man. There really, really is a terrible situation going on.
There might be, but not a lot of people can prove it. That's what I was trying to explain.
Well,
we got videos.
One guy has a secret video of him being shot. It's on his watch. No, and they didn't even know he had it videotaped on his watch for 6 months until after the shooting. We got the cops dead to rights, murdering the guy. And not only that, there were eyewitness testimony that said he did not have a gun. He was shot twice in the head. I mean, there's so much evidence in all of these cases that you're all innocent. I mean, I don't go around and just advocate that people are innocent unless I got evidence, because I don't want to be called a liar myself. I know you can prove your innocence. They didn't even allow your passport in the trial. But all of these guys have an incredible mountain of evidence, and you all think you're going to get out like in a month. And one of the common factors that I see over and over again is you all are under the impression that next month I'm going to get out, and once my legal case breaks loose. And I pray that's the case, man. It breaks my heart you guys are in prison.
Well, they rule wrong. They rule wrong every step of the way against me. What I wanted to do is hoping to my case.
This call is from a federal prison.
I wanted to ride the wave, because what's going to happen is tens of thousands of prisoners are all going to file under DiMaia the minute it gets ruled on.
Yeah, we got everybody and their brother.
When is that? We're praying.
It's going to be any week now, right? Any month?
Any day.
It's already been 2 years. How much longer can they stall? They got to rule on it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're stalling, unless it has to do with Trump, because that whole case has to do with immigration. And Trump's, fighting over this the Dreamer thing. Yeah.
Well, it's terrible that
why are the media so focused on Dreamers? We got real citizens here that have real injuries.
Amen. Amen to that. Well. Yeah.
I wish they would deport me. The Chinese government right now is interested in the platinum. That's what they really, really want. They want the location for that platinum.
Oh, well,
I talked to the Chinese ambassador 3 times yesterday.
Yeah. One of the people that we talked to said the only real people with freedom in this country is the illegal aliens, because they don't have to pay taxes. They're not part of the system. They don't have to have a driver's license. They have a sanctuary city. So the only people that have freedom in this country is illegal aliens.
You're right. I just know that what we're trying to do with the energy thing would raise money to fight these people. What we need is lobbyists. We need some money. We need some real cash flow right now. You need to hire some lobbyists to sit there and work with these senators. We need to undo this thing that they've created. Just because the FBI has never been created by Congress doesn't mean that they don't have guns. And these are a bunch of bad people. They're running around doing some bad things. And, they need to be put out of business.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, David.
The rules of evidence. If you don't have a picture of somebody meeting, like there's no picture of me meeting with Mr. Swisher. There's no evidence I handed him money. There's no evidence I talked to him. There's no evidence I was even in the same country with him. So why is he able to give me death by time and blackmail me and sit there in his wheelchair smug? Why? I don't get it.
Yeah, because they put a target on your back because you do have all these inventions. You don't compromise, and they got to shut you up. And they probably tried to kill you, and they couldn't kill you, so they put you in prison.
They surrounded my house with machine guns. There was 50 earplugs. Or was it 100 earplugs? I think I counted 100 because each one of these agents had earplugs in when they surrounded my house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway.
Hey, we got your video cesspool of corruption up, and it's been seen over 500 times, so that's good. All right, that's David Hinkson.
5 now. If you wish to block any future calls of this nature, dial 7 now.
Anyway, I thought I'd talk to you a couple more minutes. I was between the talk show and everything else. I was doing what you're doing, you know, helping people. I even had lawyers helping prisoners that were wrongfully incarcerated.
Yeah, I understand, and that's probably why they wanted to silence you. Do you think it's a good idea if we list out all your ideas and inventions so we can have a complete...
I do, but I have an idea, and look, there's certain... I don't want to give anybody anything unless they do something to help your cause.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah. Well, I'm not asking for details on any of the things. I just want a list of, like, just a high-level list of what they are, you know.
All I want to do is get some attention for your cause. And yes, you can tap it all because we're trying to get the spotlight on me because I'm going to jump up and talk about prisoner abuse. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So I don't look. If I need money, I told you I have this new mass system. I can make $1 million in a couple days. I don't need money. I just need liberty, and there's none of it here. I need out of here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Amen.
So,
Amen.
Yeah. So here's the point. Sometimes a good salesman has to find what the other person wants to hear. You know, it's part of being a salesman is to find out what the other person wants.
Okay, yeah.
Now, the copper right now, the king of Swaziland would like that copper. Because that copper, he has more people dying of AIDS and malaria in his country than any country on the planet. We're talking, he's not going to have a country. His citizens are all dropping dead.
Yeah.
Okay? So there's a guy that would be very interested in what we have. But what does he have that we want? What he has that we want is he has the ability to pick up the phone and talk to Trump about what's going on with prisoners of America. In other words, just because he has something he wants and you have something you want doesn't mean there can't be some, middle ground somewhere. If you understand what I'm saying.
Well, I think I understand what you're saying, and I understand like 99% of the people see the world in the way that you just described it. It's influencing people, with negotiations and sales tactics, and I'm in the 1% who. I don't like lawyers. I'm not a salesperson. I'm very...
I know.
And I can't stand Trump. I mean, I haven't seen anything where I can put my faith behind him. And let's say the king of Swaziland calls up Trump and makes a case that, well, you need to set your political prisoners free. Trump ain't going to do crap. Trump's the biggest sellout in the history of the world. So, I don't know, man. I just think we got to,
What I was trying to say is, for instance, you can't get none of your people can get asylum. It's just, you can't get it.
Yeah.
Because they're not citizens, okay? Of course, I have a name that's Irish, and Hinkson there's a Lake Hinkson or a river named Hinkson in Ireland. The point is my grandmother was Irish, and according to the rules of the Irish government, I could ask for citizenship of Ireland. Now, here's the point. If you call up the embassy and they're going to say something like, well, he can't get asylum because he's in prison, but if he gets out, yeah, we'll give him asylum. Well, the reason they can't give asylum is because you're in prison. You can't come. But the point is, if somebody like the Irish government said, we want this guy, we grant him citizenship, that would be a news story that would be in the Wall Street Journal. Everybody would want to know why'd they give this guy citizenship? He's obviously hired 149 hitmen. What is going on here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to say is you need to make some news. You need to do something that makes news, even if it sounds a little stupid.
Yeah.
Because we need some help.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but yeah. Go ahead.
For instance, if you were to call up some of these African countries, I'm talking to the ambassadors, and tell them we want to give them the cure for AIDS and malaria. We want to give it because this doctor found a cure and they put him in prison. And just make the whole thing about we want to give this to you. We accept this gift. All of a sudden, you've created a story.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And we need a story. We need a poster child for this. That's what I was trying to explain to you. We need to the light on all these people and what's going on, because nobody's safe from them. And right now, the U.S. and all these media people, oh yeah, China's got political prisoners. How dare you, China? How dare you do what you do to... They're all the time haranguing these Chinese, telling them they got political prisoners. So what you'd like to see is the newspaper in China have international news doing a story and a write-up on political prisoners of America. We want to embarrass these feds. That's what we need. We need somebody pointing at them and saying, shaking their little finger at them and telling them how evil and rotten they are. That's what we need.
Well, David, we got it going on right now. The FBI and the feds in general have the worst reputation that you can possibly imagine. They've already been demonized, and exposed. The Bundy situation exposed how bad the feds were when they killed Lavoy Finicum. There's been movie after movie made that I could point to. One of them is called Terror. It's a popular on Netflix right now. It's about how they targeted a Muslim man. It's Terror with a T in parenthesis. And it talks about how the Fed use entrapment techniques. There's many books that have been written, License to Lie, that exposes the Department of Justice. There are resources going on right now that exposes how bad the FBI and the Department of Justice, the Bureau of Prisons, and everything else is going on. But we just live in a Sodom and Gomorrah society where people would rather talk about Britney Spears' panties or something, So,
You're right, exactly.
Yeah. So
all I was trying to say is, I never came forward and mentioned energy devices, but what I've been trying to do now is get some political help for prisoners.
Yeah.
My father, his goal I got 2 other prisoners out of prison that I met in prison. I spent tens of thousands of dollars for this Hoyt to get other people out of prison. He got 2 other people out. Of course, I'm not allowed to leave, you see?
Yeah.
So
right.
what I want to give mankind my inventions, and I don't want to wait till I'm dead 100 years, but someday I'm going to be more famous than Tesla and Albert Einstein. But that doesn't help us now.
Yeah.
What we need now is we need people to be talking about what they're doing to the people in this country. We need some real embarrassment.
Yeah.
All I'm trying to say is that you can use what I have in any way you want. I'm with you. I would help you any way I can.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I will try to figure out a way to... I would love to find that video with that 3 million views that you talk about, and I think that would be a good start. But,
I don't know where it is, but I do know that I talked to John Lamb.
Okay.
And he's willing to ask all of his listeners to pitch $1 in to build some of these transformers. And what we would... This is his idea. He wants to offer one to every person. In other words, we want to give these out for free. Yeah. And what we want to do is have cogeneration contracts where if your power bill's $200 a month, we'll drop it in half. You pay us the $100, and that's you're done.
Yeah.
So we can do something where we have a vehicle that funds lobbyists and everything else. We need some. Look, I know the money's not real. There's nothing real in this world. We live in the matrix. We're plugged in.
Yeah.
Everything you say is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we have to have some of this Babylonian bucks just to fight these people. You're fighting with limited resources right now.
No, there's no doubt about that. But at the same time, I go back to Gideon's army. I mean, God can work a miraculous miracle. He's given you all of these miracles in your head that but there's nothing wrong with appealing toward the people, and I think we should appeal towards the people so that they would, know what's going on and there would be a testimony. But Gideon's army did not need a whole lot of people to win the battle, and so whether we get a lot of people or not is not dependent upon whether we're successful or not. So
it's like my goal, wasn't to sell the inventions. My goal from the beginning was to place them and share in the savings on the energy, because that way we're not making new enemies. If the power company pays 8 cents for a kilowatt, which most of them do, and sell it for 12 cents, their profit is the difference between 8 and 12. If we show up and say, we'll sell it to you for 5 cents a kilowatt, how much do you want to buy? They're not mad. They're very happy. They would love to pay us 5 cents when they're paying 8 right now.
Yeah.
Most power companies, they're trying to make money.
Yeah.
So what we need a monthly check coming in so you can literally hire lobbyists. I'm just telling you what I think we need, because you're doing a good job, but you're limited to your own resources.
Yeah.
And I can't think of any better way to raise revenue ongoing than sell energy for half price. I just think it's a godly thing we're trying to do. It's great.
Well, yeah,
You know?
we've got to have these motors manufactured, and they got to be working, and there has to be like a, you know, it's got to be more than just a drawing on a piece of paper sent from prison. It's got to be a real thing.
We have made we've made one transformer work without any moving parts. That's the thing I really would like to see us promote within the weeks now, because that only costs maybe $50 to build it, and it's going to earn $500 a month in free power on a house. So we could say to you, we'll bring you out one for free. We'll put it on your house for free, and every month you give us half the savings. Something like that.
Yeah.
Now you're helping these people, and we got some cash flow. Because even if we had all the money in the world, we need an expansion curve, you know, where it goes straight to the sky. We have to conquer the global warming agenda. We need $100 million in machining equipment. We need some real money to do what I want to do.
Yeah, I got you.
I want to seize this environmental movement and make it Christian. I want it to be God's, okay? I know it's satanic right now. These people are evil. They're wicked. Al Gore is a Satanist. I know he's no good.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
I don't even like global warming. I don't even like the concept. I don't believe in it. But I'm willing to, you know, say, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be our concept now. Please give $1.
Yeah. Well, this thing that you say we can build for $50, who's got the plans for that?
Jeremiah got one working on the workbench. I was calling it a Hinkson coil, a Hinkson transformer.
Okay.
What we did right now is we ordered 2 of these units built by a company that already makes transformers. I can send you all the instructions. It's not rocket science. And all we have to do is have somebody build it for the $50, hook up the capacitors the way I say, show that it works, then we get up and we say, okay, anybody wants one, please donate at least $1 to our crowdfunding website. We will bring you one of these.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here's the point. They only need $1, because once we place the first 100 of them, a month later, guess what? Now we have that money coming in. So anybody that gives $1, we roll the money. And pretty soon we got 10,000 of these things earning $500 a month in 10,000 houses. And then we do 20,000 houses. And so every month we're getting these checks from people. Babylonian bucks. Now that's my idea of some. We can make more money than Bill Gates.
Well,
doing God's work.
Yeah. The only thing is, you know.
I don't like Bill Gates either.
Yeah, I don't like him either. Yeah, but I'm just saying, it sounds all good, and the planning is good if we lived in a righteous world. But you know that as soon as this thing starts getting ready to take off, in come the feds, and they're going to confiscate all the units. They're going to make it a crime.
Well,
but that's not
why I told you we need lots of little people. We want to share with. What we want to do is go all Christian. We want only to sign up people for this cogeneration deal that are good Christians. There's tens of thousands of them that would like their power bill cut in half.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. And that we're not making any enemies. We need to share. We need to share with as many people as possible. There's no way they can kill everybody.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Some good ideas.
Canner, he's a Jewish guy, but he was Grozaday's assistant, you know, in Vegas. He was a Grozaday and Canner was the name of the law firm. He says, you can't get a patent on that. I said, I know, Scott. I says, we're not trying to make any enemies. I says, why don't you negotiate a deal, and we'll sell these to Caesar's Palace, you know, because they got $1.5 million a month power bill. We'll drop their power bill in half. They give us the money. Oh, yeah, I'll do that, he says.
This call is from a federal prison.
You showed up right when I was ready to really launch this thing. I mean, I've been trying for years to get somebody to move forward, and we've made every mistake you could possibly make.
Hey, Dave, they're going to cut us.
Brutal, rough road.
They're going to cut us off. I understand, brother. They're going to cut us off in 1 minute. KC7ZPY@gmail.com is the correct one. I just got confirmation. KC7Z. Yeah. I'll send you an email back. Okay. Is it a G or a Z?
Z
is in zebra.
Okay, I got. I'll put it in again, and we'll see if he accepts it.
Okay.
Just so you know, I think we're ready to launch this thing with this transformer. I think without the moving parts, I think we're ready. Within a week, we could launch this. Maybe 2 weeks.
I pray that's the case, David. Okay, we love you, David. Hang in there, brother.
God bless you, man.
God bless you too. Bye-bye.